fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away. Burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack. Kill it anyway. To play. Haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack. Kill it anyway.
What's up, everybody?
And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack. Kill it anyway. To play. Haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack. Kill it anyway.
But I can tell you this about if this
Oh, let me stop the music. I missed it.
particular show, you don't have the fork
I'm still new at this. Okay, still getting used to it. Oh, here we go.
Hey daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. That's Linda Binda. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you guys for joining us. Not back exactly at full capacity yet. I started a little bit late because I don't want to stream too long tonight. And if I start earlier, then I'm like, oh man, it isn't late yet. I can keep going. Thank you guys for joining us. If you want to contribute to the show, you guys know how to do it. Coldbeer.fund.
Andy Gautier 66 just subscribed.
Thank you for all the subscriptions. I saw Donna, Real Firefly, Barbara Antique. I think that was from yesterday. John Dugan. Thank you for all the subscriptions. I appreciate it. I just got a couple things that a couple videos I grabbed from earlier that we'll watch and hang out. Like I said, I'm still not back at like full capacity or anything, but I figured while I was here and in a decent mood, I could stream. Let me switch this stuff around. If you want to support the show, that's how. Coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund, and that'll be all my links as well. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada. That Bovada link is an affiliate link. It's where I gamble sometimes when I live stream. They got a bunch of really cool games over there. The Minesweeper game is one I like the landmines or whatever. Anyways, go check it out. If you use that link or whatever, if you put $20 in, I think they give me like, I don't know, $5 or something. I can't remember, but it is an affiliate link. And then the donation links are these blocks down here. Buy me a coffee, join Patreon for extra content. The Gun and Bomber is the old donation link, and Dono Clip, where you can send an audio or video message if you'd like. That's up to you. Oh, no, I'm not logged into Dono Clip. That's up to you. You can send an audio or a video message through Dono Clip. So thank you for those. Oh, one thing I didn't say yesterday is Morrison in a Dono Clip. Actually, we'll watch it. And I didn't realize how much the amount was. The dono clip was for $50. Like, Jesus Christ. That's a lot for a dono clip, but here it is. I think it's where he said he got a job at his brother's business or something.
What's going on over there? I just want to let you know that I have now become gainfully employed for my brother's wood cutting business.
It says Dick's Morning Wood Service. Need wood, we got it. Dick's Morning Wood Service. Mort, now gainfully employed. And I'm sure he'll be fixated over his shekels and have it all in order in no time. Anyways, thank you guys again for joining us. I think I sent myself some stuff on TikTok the other day, but I've sent so many freaking text messages today. I don't even know where it went. Let's see. I don't know which one of these I played for you guys and which one I haven't. Let's see what this one is. This is from a while ago. This is from September 3rd. We probably already watched this one, huh?
Get a load of this.
Oh, yeah, that was that crazy. I wonder if she's made any other crazy videos. She's the one that thinks that Bill Gates and the Jews and IBM and everybody's working together. Oh, hold on. Let me put this in dark mode. I don't know why it does that on PC. I hate light mode. Makes my face melt. Just tuning in. Hello, everyone. I stopped by to say hello before watching the infamous Phil videos again. They're hilarious. Anyways, I've been praying for Will and his family, and I know this must be extremely hard on him and his sister. He's been on my mind praying hard. And yeah, I feel like I love my dad. Don't get me wrong, and I love the time we spent together, and the stuff we did, even if it was just like hospital visits. I even got aggravated sometimes when I couldn't get him to go to his appointments or show up or answer the phone. Because I was worried about him, but I still appreciate that time I had with him. But I also feel like I didn't really even like have a chance to grieve when my mother passed away because I was so distracted by trying to keep my dad healthy and safe and going to doctor's appointments. And I knew he wasn't going to take it. He was going to take it worse than I did, especially with his health issues. So now it's like. It's kind of like I'm grieving for both of them at the same time, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Either way, let's see what this crazy lady has to say.
Check out what I just found out back in the dirt, just in the dirt. A white horse.
A white horse?
No head.
Oh, no. Behold the rider on a pale horse.
What? Oh, this might actually be rock of some sort. I thought it was plastic. No. Oh, this.
She seems very excited.
Here's the thing. Symbolism. What are they trying to do to Trump and the people who love Trump? Decapitate the movement.
There you go. That's what we're trying to do to the Trump and the people who love Trump. We're trying to decapitate them.
He represents what's pure.
That's a real statement.
Honest. We ain't lying.
He represents honesty. This lady's batshit crazy.
He's also the Lion King. Huh. I might have found something interesting.
He's the Lion King. He's the Lying King, maybe.
Here. What do you think? Bye, friends.
I always thought, don't ride the white horse. I thought that was cocaine. Maybe I just assumed that because it was said white in it. I don't know. You might be right, Michael Robertson. I've never used it like in conversation, but I've heard other people say it like in movies and TV. I just thought it was cocaine. I don't know. Drug slang. Yeah. It says a recreational drug in the form of a white powder. It can be heroin or cocaine. That's what Wiktionary says. I don't know. Let's see what other crazy videos she's got.
So I found this human.
I don't know why the
Check out what I.
it's just not playing right. If I refresh it, it takes me to this weird desktop version of it where you can't scroll. Okay.
This humongous piece of Jasper.
Is that
I don't know if
Jasper?
that's the quartz I was looking for, but it's huge. And then I went like this. What? Look at how chaotic the skies are. Look,
Oh my
he's doing it
goodness.
right
Look at those
here, look.
chemtrails.
That one's already way across.
She said, look here, they're doing it right here live. She does believe in chemtrails.
Live.
I think Jasper's a different color than that. Doesn't Jasper kind of well, I've seen Jasper. That is, it's like it's not a Jasper's not a solid piece of stone. It's like an aggregate of stone mixed together, and a lot of times it'll look like a cheetah pattern. But it's also like a dark brown and reddish. Wasn't that rock like white? I don't know if that was Jasper, lady.
You're doing it live, but look.
The white horse missing the head is just like Trump because we want to decapitate Trump and his followers.
See where they've been?
Look at this chemtrails right over top of her. Yeah, they use Jasper. Apparently, it polishes really well, and I guess I don't know. It's easy to work, maybe, because you can. It's easier to work, and you can polish it really highly polished, like mirror finish.
Queen just resubscribed for 10 months. Hello fuckers. Middle finger.
Red Flash Queen, what's up? So they make like jewelry boxes, vases, tiny little vases out of it. They make like little ornamental things just because it polishes to like a mirror finish. Some stones won't do that. They're too soft.
And I've been waiting for the sun all day. Look, there is the culprit right there. Boop.
Another one. Another chemtrail.
Get away. We see you. And all the clouds are in waveforms because they're somewhere in Antarctica on a machine creating the weather.
What? All the clouds are in waves because they're somewhere in Antarctica on a machine creating weather?
Some crap. I don't know. But look at my skies today. Look, they even went, oh, let's do a drill. Let's do aeronautics. Because no one's watching. We get to do all those things. Come on, man. Look at that. There's another one over there. They're all over the place. And I seen something really incredible coming out of that cloud right there.
Yeah, I think so too, Michael Roberts. Even if you like Trump, even if you're a Trump voter or Trump supporter, you have to admit that he exaggerates to an extreme level to where it ends up being lies over and over and over again about his everything. How many people like him? How many people said this? They said it was the biggest. It's always they. I don't know who he's talking to all day, but he's like, they said it was the biggest. They said it was the best. They said I was the wealthiest. They said I have the biggest hands you've ever seen. They said. Beep, bop, boop, boom, pussy.
Pretty cool. But look what they're doing. Look at that. Oh, it's starting to get dark. Look at that. Look at that. There's the sun.
I guess where TikTok's got young kids, I know you can't see it. I had a panic moment just now. I know you can't see it because it's behind my head, but one of the suggested videos, I guess where TikTok's like an app that has a bunch of kids on it, there's like people posting like National Geographic, like literal African people in either like ornamental dress and garb or tribes people, or maybe they're doing it for like a dance or some type of historic thing. But a lot of the women are topless. So they post these little snippets of like topless African women from like documentaries and shit like that. And then there's like an account of these African women that I guess do like ceremonial dance stuff of like their ancestors. And they post all these and they fucking blow up, man, and get suggested to me all the freaking time.
Dark clouds are going to move over. Oh, I see you. There's one way off in the distance.
One day they're going to get me banned.
Yep.
Right behind my head is a suggested video. I see a woman with African garb on. topless.
What's the agenda for this week? Lots of CC going on up in the sky. Man-made, yep.
I do love boobies. They're some of my favorite things to bat around. I got an interesting comment. Let's let her finish her video and I'll read you a comment.
Cute guys. Hot birdies!
2 interesting comments, actually.
So, bye, friends.
Okay. Bye, friends. So here's a couple of interesting comments I got. One was on a Phil video, a kick-only Phil video, and it says, when the DA offers you a plea, it's always BC because they don't have a case, but they will tell you that they will offer you this or that. By the way, that's not true. A lot of times, if it's going to be a very labor-intensive, it's going to cost a lot of money. The DA almost always would rather take a plea, unless it's like a re-election year or you committed something so heinous. They feel like if they don't prosecute it, like they'll be held to pay. The DA would always like to take a plea deal. They don't have to take a chance. Even if it's a 99% chance they win, they don't have that 1% chance of losing. It doesn't cost them as much. It doesn't take as much as their time. They're usually loaded up with cases. They don't have to dedicate any of these resources to it. Like, they would almost always rather take a deal. It's not because they don't offer you a deal when they don't have anything. They offer you a deal almost every fucking time, even if they have it all. Anyways, it says they will offer you this or that. If he doesn't have to tell the state every time they're talking about Phil. If he doesn't have to tell the state every time he moves in this country, you're not a registered, spelled R-E-gistered, like a court jester, registered sex offender. He's not, so I don't get how you believe it makes him look bad. The state failed the girl because, believe me, if he pled guilty of what you're saying, he'd be on paper for the rest of his life, but he's not. Even though I don't like the man myself, he's not guilty of being with a child because they don't let you plea on sex crimes. Also not true. We've seen plea deals for like actual rape. They absolutely do let you plea on sex crimes. That's why they charged him with something they can prove and he took it. That means they believed they couldn't prove their case and didn't want to chance it, so you're wrong. Also not true. You're not guilty until you're found guilty in this country. It's not the other way around. It's the state who has to prove you're guilty. You don't have to prove or take the stand, but he doesn't have no felony, but he pled because they couldn't prove what the girl was saying was true. I'm just going by the law, not my opinion, and that's why his lawyer is saying he pled guilty but not to sleeping with a minor, and it doesn't matter about a old law. 1996 has nothing to do with 2008. So whoever is asking all these questions, he even knows he's got nothing but words. None of it means nothing because he beat that case and they offer you a plea. You don't go ask them for one. None of that's true. He didn't beat any case. He took a plea deal where they drop shit. But you literally can go at, like, if you have a decent attorney who's actually looking out for your best interests and knows that you're looking bad in your case, even if you want to fight it, he might still go talk to the DA and say, hey, if we were to plea, if something happened, no, without even telling you what are you looking at? What would be the parameters? I don't want you to write it up. I haven't got him to agree to it yet, but tell me what you're looking at here. And then I said, this is all wrong. Also, is English like your third or fourth language? Jesus Christ, that was hard to read. But yeah, he might go and ask and say, hey, if we did take a plea, what are we looking at here? And then come back to you and say, hey, I know you want to fight this case. But they've got a lot of this, that. I don't think it's in your best interest to fight it. I talked to them, and they're thinking maybe 2 years if you take a plea. But you might be looking at 20 if they, or 10 or whatever if they convict you. Fucking idiot. Everything he said was wrong in that whole comment. Then I got this one. This is a beautiful one. Well, if I can find it. It was in my held for review comments, but I approved it, and that kicks it back down to whenever it was posted. So I'm looking for it now. What do you think of the fourth? Somebody said, "What do you think of the fourth indictment?" I bet you are doing cartwheels because Biden has a better chance to win now. Biden's already beat Trump once. I don't know that anybody needs to bolster him up. Where is that one that I wanted to? Was it in my notifications that I saw? I know I saw it somewhere. There's a good one. Let's do this. I'll search for it.
I got a small dick, but wait till it get hard. She gonna be like, damn, shit.
Oh shit. It's a club no one wants to join. Being an orphan is tough. We got to learn from. I have to go read it over here. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. I'll read it. Read the comment. It's a club no one wants to join.
Walks around acting like since he lasted 8 rounds against Floyd Mayweather, he technically beat him.
Oh God.
But just like his crip,
It's freaking me out. It's a club no one wants to join. Being an orphan, it's tough because we got to learn from it and give our children precious memories of us. Big hug, Will. No words can fix it. Just know you're loved here, and we support you and your family with that love. Your oldest blue hair pal, Bob Kitten. Thank you very much, Jill. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation and the support. Let me see if it was in my notifications. I didn't even respond to it because I was like, man, this is gonna trigger the fuck out of this person if I respond to it. It was such a good one too, and it was like, "Well, Will, tell us what you think about children being tortured to harvest adrenochrome." It was crazy. Like it was a full blown Q-tard. You think? Do I think? Was it on Rumble? There's when the DA offers you a plea deal notification. Okay, so it's not there. Maybe it was on Rumble. Let me see. Let me check my phone right quick. I think I have the Rumble app somewhere. I don't really watch many people on Rumble. I appreciate you guys watching me on Rumble, but I don't watch a whole lot of people there. All right, notifications. They keep Rumble notifications such a weird spot. Let's read some of these. This one says, what the hell does that one say? Phildo's friend SG Anon tipped his hand 3 days ago. Hold on. Someone said, you're a libtard. Phil is SG Anon. From 3 days ago. Thank you. Where's the one I was just looking for? Is there not a way to sort comments by newest? Most of these are old as fuck. From 7 months ago is, I guess, when I did the show. Okay, it's not even there. But, thanks, I guess. Someone named Daddy-O. What the fuck? Oh, I guess that's the name of... Okay, that's his comment, was calling me a libtard. That's the title. Phil's friend, SGNon, tipped his hand. Okay. And they want to call me a libtard because Phil is indeed SGNon, according to them. Yeah, they said something about, like, tell us what you really think about the adrenochrome. I can't remember what the fuck they said. Welcome back. It's nice to sorry to hear about your dad. Bird family. Okay, so it's not that one. Did this one? Sorry, I had to turn down. Please continue. Please continue to focus on Phil Godlewski. No. God, these people are fucking... Some of these people are fucking horrible. Very sorry. Prayers to your family. So very sorry for your loss. There was one about, I think Phil is managed or controlled by his ex-wife, Dory. That's a pretty crazy one. Someone said, I went to click.com. This was a show that we did on Kick. They said, I went to click.com. Click.com. And it said that my computer had been tampered with. Oh, fucking old people, dude. They're wild. Anyways, I wanted to see what else she had going on here. I can't find the comment. If I find it, I'll grab it again. I took a screenshot of it, but I think I accidentally deleted it.
John Fields.
Do this before bed to stop receding gums.
Sword and Shield. So Dave Mustaine, right here in this video.
So she's listening to Megadeth, Euthanasia.
Is telling us about the sword and shield. So I went to the Bible and asked the Bible what they say about the sword and shield. Look at this. For he is God's servant. This is Romans 13:4. And who are they talking about here?
I don't know.
I know who.
Okay.
You. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. The sword is a point, okay? It is like the tip of the diamond. It is a spear. Who holds the spear in this life? I wonder who. Let's finish. For he is a servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Yes, he is the punisher.
Okay.
John Fields. The sword and shield. So Dave Mustaine, right here in this video, is telling us about the sword and shield. So I went to the Bible and asked the Bible what they say about the sword and shield. Look at this. For he is God's servant. This is Romans 13:4. And who are they talking about here? I know who, do you? For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. The sword is a point, okay? It is like the tip of the diamond. It is a spear. Who holds the spear in this life? I wonder who. Let's finish. For he is a servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer.
Got it.
Yes, he is the punisher. John Fields. The sword and shield. So Dave Mustaine, right here in this video, is telling us about the sword and shield. So I went to the Bible and asked the Bible what they say about the sword and shield. Look at this. for he is God's servant. This is
I
Romans
didn't catch it the first time, so I'm trying to keep up here.
13:4. And who are they talking about here? I know who, do you? For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. The sword is a point, okay? It is like the tip of the diamond. It is a spear. Who holds the spear in this life? I wonder who. Let's finish. For he is a servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer.
God's servant, got it.
Yes, he is the Punisher.
The Punisher. All that came from a Megadeth song. So now you know.
So, I'm in the trash area in my
This is an extremely old lady who has a bunch of Jew conspiracies. I forget what her name is. Candy? Or it says Candy Susie Mansky. I've only showed her to you once, but I told you guys to follow her TikTok.
Here. Looks like a snapdragon of some sort.
Someone on Rumble commented, "Your show is now unwatchable, I assume because Phil paid you off." You busted me. Fucking retards. Tell him to send a few million my way.
Snapdragon.
You want to talk about unwatchable?
Hiding under this plant here. I could even move this plant for it. Out in the woods, here's a mullion next to it. I'll move that.
Yeah, better move that mole, yeah.
Snapdragon. Look at that.
Snapdragon.
Snapdragon. I guess I could dig it up and take it home, but this is the root area.
Which banks are involved in money laundering? JP Morgan Chase, HSB. Now, this is evidence, okay? This is evidence because it's written down. Which banks are involved in money laundering? JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, fined 1.9 billion. Standard Chartered, fined 1.1 billion. Deutsche Bank, fined 1.4 billion. Bank of New York Mellon. A lot of people confuse Bank of New York and Bank of New York Mellon. They confuse those. Yeah, I'd take $250K to never talk about Phil again. I got other things I want to cover. Bank of Jerusalem is headquartered in Jerusalem and has 24 branches around the country. The bank is controlled by Export Investment Corporation Limited, a public company controlled by the Chauvel family. If it's a public company, then technically it's controlled by its shareholders. Ronan Chauvel, Zolman Chauvel, Get Chauvel, Nash Chauvel, Chauvel Group, Chauvel Investment Management, and Mort, the targeted individual, Chauvel. He took his wife's name of Cumstein. But when he went through his bar mitzvah, his last name was Chauvel. Oh, wait. Tax rates in Israel are among the highest in the world, with the income value added customs and excise, land and luxury taxes being the main source of income. On average, I guarantee it's not their main source of income. On average, a middle-income family in Israel pays $3,096 per year for health care, where the same family in the U.S. would pay $8,724 for a similar level of care. I don't think you understand. That doesn't make Israel look bad. That makes the United States healthcare system and all the people that are just trying to fucking become billionaires off of it look bad. In 2020, the U.S. Oh, sorry, I unpause it to see what she said. The U.S. gave $3.8 billion in aid to Israel, part of a long-term yearly commitment made under Obama admin. Almost all of this aid was for military assistance. Israel's most mysterious bank account has been managed for 30 years in the Bank of Israel. It contains money that Israeli bodies owe to National Iranian Oil Co. for crude oil supplied before the Islamic Revolution in January 1979. Okay. On just a second. So now she's getting us caught up on this. But by the way, this is sort of true. So there's like a secret government account in Israel with like $250 million in it that stays in the Bank of Israel, basically. And it's for I don't know if they've ever settled this, but it's for oil they bought before the Islamic Revolution happened in 1979, and it's been sitting there ever since. But I think they made good on this, a few years back. I can't remember. I remember hearing it in the news, and that's how I know about it, because I wasn't around in 1979. That's for damn sure. But I'm pretty sure they made good on this eventually. But basically, they were not paying for the oil, not because they didn't have the money, but more for like a moral stand, right? So like, let's say I owe you money, but you do me dirty or whatever. I'm not just going to be like, I'm not paying. If I put it in a bank account and be like, it's there, but you did this, this, and this, so it's just going to fucking sit there until you fix those things. That's different than not having the money and not paying. Oh, Israel has free public health care. Every resident in Israel must be a part of one of the country's 4 official health organizations: Clalit, Levmitz, Maccabi, Mehudat. These are not for profit. The Israel healthcare system is in its basic structure a universal statutory health insurance system. Did you just copy Wikipedia? The Minister of Health sees over it. Israel's national health system is funded primarily through an earmarked income related to health tax. Related to health tax, 5% of income for people aged 22 and older, in combination with general government revenues, which are funded primarily through progressive income taxation paid by citizens. God damn it. That was my bad. I messed up. Israeli is the largest cumulative recipient of U.S. aid until February 2022. The U.S. has provided Israel $150 billion in bilateral assistance, but in 2021, Israel became the richest nation with 50 new billionaires from making masks, breath. Oh, and I guess that's supposed to be an and symbol, but it's upside down and backwards, and breath machines. Mask and breath machine. That makes sense. Just because you have 50 new billionaires doesn't mean that your country is wealthy. And Zionism has long been a policy of the United States, including Trump with his yarmulke on at the Wailing Wall. Like, we send money because everybody around Israel hates them and wants to attack them and blah, 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 all that. You know what's going on there. They're an ally and we send them money. We don't even prosecute when we catch their spies spying on us. Like, obviously, this is not like a new issue, and Trump was just as bad at it as. And you realize Jared Kushner did most of the dealing with Trump and Israel, and got them all kinds of benefits and money and tax breaks and negotiations and everything else, right? Which banks are involved in? Oh, it started over, I guess. Yep. There you go. Now that's your little tidbit of information you learned. Oh my God, is it again? Hold on. Who runs? Oh my God, don't take a picture like that. Who runs the world banking system? The institutions of the World Bank Group are run by a board of governors. God, what is this? Who? By the way, we never trust Google unless we're trusting Google. Technically, the World Bank is part of the United Nations, okay? Together with 4 affiliated agencies created between 1957 and 1988, the IBRD is part of the World Bank Group. The group's headquarters is in Washington, D.C. It's an international organization owned by member governments. Although it makes profits, they are used to support continued efforts in poverty reduction. So they do. The World Bank does make profits, but they use it to donate to inequality around the world. Technically, the World Bank is part of the United Nations system, but its governance structure is different. Each institution in the World Bank Group is owned by its member governments, which subscribe to its basic share capital with votes proportional to shareholding. So if let's say the U.S. is a member of the World Bank and the U.K. and Canada are too, the U.S. puts up 50% of the money that's in there. The U.K. puts up 25 and Canada puts up 25. Well, the U.S. would have 50% of the vote. UK would have 25 and Canada would have 25 when they go to vote on things. Membership gives certain voting rights that are the same for all countries, but there are also additional votes that depend on financial contributions to the organization. The president of the World Bank is nominated by the president of the United States and elected by the bank's board of governors. So you'll see this also in our FDIC. I'm sorry, damn it. The Federal Reserve. It's a board of governors. What are the top 5 groups of the World Bank? International Banking for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, that's what I was just reading about. International Development Association, International Finance, something. Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes. Oh my, you can't even read this shit. Is the World Bank a U.S. government agency? The World Bank is an international development organization owned by 187 different countries. Who controls the world economy? Although governments do hold power over countries' economies, it is big banks and large corporations that control and essentially fund these governments. This means that the global economy is dominated by large financial institutions. This is from ideology.com. And she Googled, who owns the World Bank money? Well, every country that's a member puts money. It's kind of like a credit union. Every country that is in the World Bank puts money into it. So what does the World Bank do? The World Bank provides 0 to low interest credit, low interest loans, grants to developing countries and people in those countries. The World Bank is not a traditional bank. They invest in like education and healthcare and public admin and infrastructure projects and financial and private sector development in emerging countries. And they do make a profit, but the profit is put back into the same things that they do. So you might see them in like Africa and third world countries or anywhere after a natural disaster. How much of the World Bank does the U.S. own? Who controls the world economy? Financial position. The U.S. is the largest shareholder of the World Bank with 17%. I don't know what she's trying to prove here. What is the main criticism of the World Bank? What countries are not part of the World Bank? The United Nations member states that are not members of the World Bank are Andorra, Cuba, Liechtenstein, Monaco, and North Korea, I think. I don't know. It's hard to read. What power does World Bank have? The World Bank is a vital source of financial and technical assistance to developing countries around the world. We are not a bank in the ordinary sense, but a unique partnership to reduce poverty and support development. The World Bank Group comprises 5 institutions managed by the member countries. It's like a credit union for poor countries. In the past 75 years, its role has broadened to include poverty reduction efforts. I don't know. I can't do any more of those pictures.
There's that Jasper.
There's the Jasper.
There's that Jasper.
She doesn't have hardly any followers. She's just funny.
Wow.
That lizard king line is from at least the first time I heard it was from The Office.
Here we go, and I'm walking along this wall.
You know the people that go out and try to find like gemstones and rocks and geodes and shit, they call them rock hounds. Like a dog, like a hound.
I turn to my left, and to my surprise, what do I see? Ah!
A petrified, this looks like one of those 1,000-year-old Chinese eggs. Atsuko, do you eat 1,000-year-old eggs?
Ah! So I'm getting ready to go, and I'm walking along this wall. I decided to take my unregistered car out for a cruise.
Oh no. Oh no. This is how every famous video starts. I decided to take my car that doesn't have tags and it's unregistered and I don't have a license out for a cruise because I'm a free sovereign national.
And I can't afford it. Hey,
Jim Morrison. Somebody said that last time.
I'm the operator. That's all that's important. So I want to tell y'all, I'm at the canned food store, and that is what the canned food store.
Meteorite hunters are cool, and a small meteorite can be worth so much money. I wish I lived somewhere near it. I would probably go try it.
And this is a place where we go to get cheaper food because we can't afford the food at Fred Meyer and Safeway. So
she's got to go get cheap food.
Albertsons became one entity in Portland, Oregon.
By the way, the comments say, my mother-in-law, before she passes, placed in a med bed a robot with no head. Was placed in a med bed with robots with no head. She spent 2 days on the floor in their world. Nope. Then he says, we believe in cures we can touch and teach. But Jill comes in and comments, as soon as med beds come out, there will be no need for hospitals or big pharma. They will be obsolete. But Candy Susie Mansky says, no, we must use the earth medicine. It feeds our DNA. We must teach health. It's not indoors. Jill says, you're missing the point. As soon as the QFS rolls out 2,000 suppressed patents, she spelled the word. You know the word is patents with a T at the end, right? P-A-T-E-N-T. Patents. She spelled, Jill here in all of her glory, spelled patent. P-A-T-T-N, like a clog. like a shoe. Fucking goddamn. 2,000 patents will be released. Tesla inventions. Candy Susie Mansky says, so we are learning the natural way for nothing? No, we are not. Some do not need mad bad choices or no freedom. I think you're getting it wrong. I can cure cancer with the earth. No doctor needed or needed. No doctor needed or needed. So God shows me how to do, one word, that, and you come along and say, God wants a mad bad? Then Jill comes back and says, you have a lot of hate in your heart. I pray you wake up before it's too late. God bless. God bless. Most of the time, I grew up super southern. I'm in Northeast Tennessee in the middle of fucking bumfuck. Most of the times, God bless is an insult. Just so you know. No one's wishing for God to bless you. They're actually cussing you as a devout Baptist.
Oregon. I'll tell you that a while ago. And, there's lots of traffic. And
in her unregistered car with no insurance.
Albertsons Safeway entity and merging it with Fred Meyer and a company that does Big Piggly Wiggly bought them. And they say only in Alaska they're going to close 400 stores of said Safeway, Albertsons, and Fred Meyer's, which are Kroger's in the South. I
can cure cancer with your butthole and a UV lamp, okay? Don't ask me where the bulb goes.
In Alaska, but I'm going to tell you something. My daughter came over, and her husband works at a hospital. He said,
My dad loved these crazy people. Every time I'd run into him or see him or whatever, he'd be like, what about that crazy lady you showed the other night running around in her car with not registered, talking about curing cancer?
at those heart monitor machines and make sure people's hearts monitored, you know, and he works nights. And guess what? Hospitals are merging into one.
Hospitals are merging.
So the B system is...
By the way, there's a woman I might look into having on here that... This probably wouldn't be super interesting to you guys unless you just like stuff like this. But our local healthcare system is a gigantic scam. If you don't know, I've had multiple run-ins. Almost got in a fight with a CNA one time. They've lost my dad several times and he's been in the hospital. They've treated my mom poorly before. Ballad Health came in and started a monopoly. And there's literally nowhere else you can go. Not within reasonable driving distance. Everything's Ballad. And they passed some really shady laws, like on the verge of this. Rusty Crowe, who's like a representative for this area at one time, he passed some really shady laws about how the hospitals didn't have to release who their contractors were or what the service they provided or how much they were being paid. And then suddenly he passed this merger law. Like it's really bad. And there's a lady on TikTok that knows all the details. Not like she's making it up or she's claiming she was there at the meeting, but she has all the documents. She has it all laid out, what happened. It's actually so bad that they did a survey to see where to put the level 1 trauma center, either in Johnson City or Kingsport. And the way they did it was to see, there's a thing called the golden hour. So if you have level 1 trauma, if you can get somewhere within an hour, or maybe it's 20 minutes, I can't remember what the time is. I think it's called the golden hour. Hold on. Yes. In medicine, it's called the golden hour, getting trauma patient to definitive care within an hour of the energy for the best chance of survival. So if you have a trauma, you have the golden hour, you have the best chance of survival if you can get to a trauma center within 1 hour. So what they did is we had 2 level 1 trauma centers, and they decided they were going to shut one down because why not? So they did a study of how many people, like if we kept this one as a level 1 trauma, and we kept this one as level 1 trauma, either or, how many people would be affected negatively, would not be able to reach these hospitals within an hour. And they actually moved the trauma center to Johnson City and closed down the one in Kingsport, which is good for me. It's closer for me. But if you go back and look at the study, the actual study said that they should do the exact opposite by like 2/3. By like 2/3. It wasn't even close. It was like 66% to 33%. And they still picked the other one because that was their big investment and that's where they were putting all the money into. And that is, why did they even commission the study? Why don't they just fucking lie about it and say we just arbitrarily decided? If you're going to go against the study, why the fuck would you do that?
Healthcare, and the top healthcare in the world is Israel. The top. They have every nation, and it's kind of like Obamacare that we rejected. We rejected the beast. Israel embraced the beast.
Okay.
And all
Israel
the
embraced the okay.
And all that kind of weird stuff. That is healthcare. That is nations that accepted Israel's healthcare. So now, thanks to that union, all the hospitals are going to one. Merging into one.
I don't care if you're a Republican or you're not, or you're conservative or whatever. We live in the wealthiest and best nation in the world. I don't think anybody would probably disagree with that. There's some other countries that you might want to live in, like Scotland or England or something like that, but we probably live in one of the best country in the world, not one of, the best country in the world. Our healthcare system should not be fucking bankrupting people all the time, especially for like an emergent event, like an emergency type situation. Like it's different if you want to go, like you have a chronic disease because you didn't take care of yourself or blah, blah, blah. But if you're just in a car wreck, it wasn't even your fucking fault, and it destroys your entire fucking life, that shouldn't be happening. You can say, oh, Will's a libtard because he wants universal health care or whatever. It shouldn't destroy your life to have to go to the emergency room, and it does again and again and again.
One corporation, one beast system.
If you're wanting to go for like something like a chronic disease and you're out of shape and blah blah blah, but if you have an emergency, if you're in a car wreck or you have some type of trauma or you get hurt at work or you whatever, right? You ought to be able to go there, get health care, and I'm not saying that it should be completely free. Maybe they should look at how much you make and have some type of like stepped up thing or something. But these hospitals that like when you get a detailed billing of your time in the ER, and no lie, one time when my dad was in the ER, we got a detailed broken down bill or whatever. And like they were changing this gauze on the inside of his leg. They were changing it and like packing it or whatever. And it was probably $2 or $3 worth of gauze. They were charging $275 every time they changed it 3 times a day for gauze. That wasn't even labor. That wasn't even the person putting it on. That was just the material. The material of the gauze they put on there 3 times a day. Like, it's gotten out of hand. A lot of times, if you ask for detailed billing, not only will they not try to talk you out of it, they'll immediately start dropping the price of your bill. Because they know what it shows. They know how crazy it is when you ask for a detailed billing from an emergency room visit. They know how ridiculous it is. So they're like, oh, well, you know, technically you owe $11,000, but we could probably get that down to like $4,000 or $5,000 if you want to start a payment. As soon as you ask for detailed billing, they freak out.
Okay.
That should never be a thing, Jim. That's kind of what I was driving at, but I never got around to. You should never sit at the house or wherever you're at, extremely sick or hurt or with an injury, and say, I better not go to the hospital, I can't afford it, while you're dying. Like, that shouldn't be a thing.
The Christians say it's not here yet, but they're not awake. They don't even know what they're talking about. They expect some crazy shit to happen in the sky. No, it's happening now in our economy, right now. And so I'm at the canned food store. I'm shopping, and there's all these signs all over the place. And guess what the signs say?
Go to Israel,
And let me tell
you dumb bitch.
The shelves are half empty, too, and they have nothing to do with Kroger, Safeway, or Albertsons.
Listen, if you don't have if you're not missing at least 2 teeth, and the rest of them don't look like a fucking leopard with black meth spots on them, I don't even know if I trust your conspiracy.
And food store is called the Grocery Outlet, and it's a place where you can go to get scratch and dent items. Say they have a pallet of freight that got damaged. It goes to that store at an extra cheap price, and they can't.
Do you think I'm going to get mad because you said CNN sucks? What the fuck was that? Okay, CNN sucks.
Sell it for a high price. That's how most of us eat on the West Coast, because we can't get normal food. We can't afford it. It's too high. They are having a shortage. Now, I will post a picture under this video somewhere with this video on TikTok, and I'll show y'all. Due to problems unforeseen, their stock is going to
Facebook
is going to be like 1/4 to 1/2 of what it used to be, and it just happened overnight. And I was talking to the cashier, and I'm like, this sounds like, you know, all the other corporations combining. And he's like, I'm like, but you guys can't combine. You're a freight system store. Like, you're a second chance store? How does that work? And he says, oh no, all the stores are experiencing it. Not to worry, but
yes, there are shortages places. We're still in backlash from the logistical nightmare that COVID was. Especially if you're talking especially with like the way inflation's going, and you're talking about like a scratch and dent style store, like dented cans and shit. Like we used to go to one when I was young. Man, me and my sister were talking about, my family was talking about when my dad passed away about, we used to go to Save A Lot is what I was going to say. And Save A Lot is all scratch, dent, overstock stuff. But, and that's just what we ate. We were so fucking poor We were so poor when we were young, and we had no idea. Our parents did, my dad and my mom too, but did whatever it took to get us everything that we need. But we were so fucking poor. Signing up for food banks and shit like that, drive through food banks and church food banks and Save a Lot, and whatever they had is what they had. They didn't have the same thing every week. So if you found something you liked it, too bad, because next week they got a dented pallet of different beans. Yeah, we were so poor we had no idea.
All the stores are experiencing a shortage. So you know what it's going to come down to, don't you? We're going to have one store, one.
I think that's probably part of your job if you're a parent and you're not super wealthy or super well off or can't afford a lot of things. Like, you may be poor and you may be struggling, but your kids shouldn't know it, right? It shouldn't be evident to children because it's not their burden. They shouldn't be worried about the lights getting turned off or the light bill, or if they're going to have food to eat, or if they're going to go hungry.
Hospital, probably per state or per town. We're going to become socialist nation. We're only going to have one type of food. So say you're going to the store and you're making beans and you're making tacos, and the only beans they have is kidney beans. Can't get nothing else.
Healthcare has been super fucked up since before Obamacare.
For months. So that's what the Biden administration has created, and we're about ready to go under the economic crunch. Look, we told y'all 7 years ago, stock up, stock up, stock up. I can't afford to stock up. I don't use any money here. I don't like the beast system. I don't use it. I don't use the healthcare system, and that is the beast system. I will resist it. And so now they're enclosing around us, okay? They're enclosing around us. Come on. This guy doesn't want to go. I don't know what. He's just sitting there. Sorry. I was trying to let a guy go. They're enclosing around us, and it's not cool. So you need to look it up. We rejected the Obama healthcare system.
There you go.
They tried to dress it up to make it look good, but it is the beast in Revelations. And I would encourage.
I think a good thing that probably came from Obamacare is the pre-existing conditions clause. But I'm not a fan of Obamacare. It seemed like they kind of half-assed the plan that they thought they could pass and get through, but it wasn't enough to realize what they actually wanted, and it was just enough to put us in a really bad spot with rates going up and stuff. Like, they wanted to push it more towards like everybody having coverage, and they wanted to take it a lot further, which may have been better, or leaving it alone would have been better. But they put it in this weird, precarious middle ground where it fucked a lot of shit up. But pre-existing conditions is a good thing.
You to use your own guidelines before you go to the doctors. Just look it all up. You don't want to get caught up in with the beast. So, go to your
She grips it with her labia. She grips the phone with her labia. That's how she hits record.
Grocery store shelves and check.
The little magic bean comes out and hits record.
I'm going to tell you that there's not much items available. And
thanks for bragging, Andy.
But it's starting now. And if you don't stock up, get water, get food, get gas, you're going to be effed. Bye, friends.
You're going to be effed in this position right here. I don't know what other video. This woman's so fucking crazy, dude. So, let's go take my unregistered car for a ride.
So, I found out some more things about Rudy Giuliani. He had a compound, or how you say, a place that no one could get into to watch over New York City. It was a survivor's compound for protection on top floor of World Trade Center Building 7. So the Bible, well, Kim Clement says Rudy Giuliani is a watchman, all right? And in the Bible, the watchman sits on the tower. And I watched a thing about Building 7, and Rudy said he had a whole floor constructed for his protection. at the top. And Building 7 came down on 9/11 at 5 p.m., 20 minutes and 52 seconds. That's 7-7, folks.
Oh my God, 7-7.
All right. Let's read some more. The watchmen were a sentry stationed on a wall or in a tower in order to look out.
All right, so here's the truth about the Rudy Giuliani Building 7. In 1999, Giuliani constructed a $13 million emergency command retreat on the 23rd floor of the World Trade Center Building 7. It was basically like a disaster zone, right? But it was for emergency command. They had stuff there to keep like transit working and air traffic control. All the stuff was there to like run the city, like a backup there to like run the city. And it was a fully self-contained facility in case of a natural disaster or a terrorist attack. It just turns out that was the area that was targeted. If they would have targeted a different area, Rudy Giuliani would have been taking care of the city from there. It just so happens that that's the area they targeted, which I guess you can't really do much about that. But it was there. They called it Office of Emergency Management's Emergency Operations Center, OEM EOC. But apparently that this was not their regular area they worked at. So on 9/11, that area was empty. But had there been like an attack somewhere else, like on the George Washington Bridge or some shit, they would have been in there working from there.
And warn of dangers approaching from afar. They were employed to protect cities as well as vineyards. Oh, I think that in a tall tower, you can see Martha's Vineyard from New York City.
Oh my goodness.
Fields or pastures. And right to the right of New York City, some of the most beautiful flowers and fields and pastures ever made by God.
Right to the right of New York City. So if you're looking at New York City on the map, don't worry about east and west. Look to the right of it. And some of the most beautiful fields and pastures ever made by God. Just to the right of New York City.
Just like the Bible says. He says, right around the vineyard were beautiful flowers and fields. The Lord told Ezekiel that a prophet is like a watchman standing on a tower because prophets have a holy calling.
No. You're misunderstanding. Not Long Island. To the right of New York City.
They are separated from the world and see things from a higher and more heavenly point of view.
We're not going to say an exact area because that would leave us vulnerable to people actually looking it up. So we're just going to say to the right of it. You don't know which way I was holding the map.
They warned people of spiritual dangers. From where he stood, the watchman could see things far beyond his vineyard. What?
Oh my goodness.
Martha's Vineyard has stunning scenery, rolling hills, wildflower fields, pristine coastline, and the best seafood in the world. Hey, that's what they said about Galilee, which is very close to it. The gates of Jerusalem, the fish gate. Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Right now, Trump lives right in that area. Right now, Jesus is not here to make people fishers of men. So we need a righteous man that takes a man by the hand and shows him the right way to live and the right.
I don't know. I don't know if she knows where Martha's Vineyard is. Okay? From New York City to Martha's Vineyard, it's like over a 5-hour drive. It's like over a 5-hour drive to go to Martha's Vineyard. Like, she's like, oh, you can see it from New York City. What? I don't think she knows what Martha's Vineyard is. It's like 190 miles.
To make people fishers of men. So we need a righteous man that takes a man by the hand and shows him the right
Yeah, and
way
a
to
ferry or a flight if you're a ferry if you're driving.
way to teach others, which is what Trump's teaching us. He's a fisher of men. Not Jesus, a fisher of men. Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts.
There's a really interesting video I want to show you guys. Dan McClell. Dan McClellan. So if you don't know, the book of Revelation is actually a post. It's a post Jesus written book where they seem like, if you look at the original translations, they were really, really, really worried about a Roman emperor who had died coming back, a Roman emperor who was horrible to Christians and persecuted them, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of the 666 stuff lines up. Nero lines up. A lot of that stuff lines up. Like the apocalypse wasn't meant to go on forever and ever. It was apocalyptic writings about their lifetime. I know every lifetime that reads the Bible and it says, oh, it's right around the corner. The signs are coming. That's been going on for hundreds of years, right? Everybody's been saying it. This is the end times. This is the end times. This is the end times. This is the end. It was actually about in their lifetime. They weren't writing about the future.
Hey, everybody. If the book of Revelation is not a prophecy about the year 2023, then what is it? Well, it's a piece of apocalyptic literature. I think that's the best place to start. And apocalypse is a genre of literature that developed within the post-exilic and the Greco-Roman periods within Judaism. And it's adopting a lot of features of prophetic literature, but then adding some additional motifs and imagery to it as a way to prophetically peel back the fabric of the universe to show the otherworldly nature of God's side of that equation, and to show that ultimately God is in charge and that the unimaginably powerful empires around the Jewish people who are persecuting and oppressing them, or who are at least
yeah, I think Martha's Vineyard, it's an island, but it's part of Massachusetts, right? Or am I wrong? I don't really know what part of the state. I guess it's Massachusetts. Connecticut, Massachusetts, something. It's an island.
Perceived to be doing so are going to get what's coming to them. And so in some ways, it's a fantasy about all the people around us who are causing so many problems for us getting what's coming to them. And
she was thrown out of a theater. Wait. There's multiple reports here. Hold on. Lauren Boebert responds to being kicked out of Beetlejuice the musical. More confident than ever, we are on a track to win. Because I sent an email to supporters on August 29th. Okay, hold on. Republican Representative Lauren Boebert, who was reportedly kicked out of a performance of Beetlejuice musical, accused of vaping, illegally recording, and causing a disturbance during the show. During the performance at the city-owned Buell Theater in Denver, Colorado on Sunday night, 2 patrons were asked to leave during the touring Broadway show, according to the incident report obtained by Newsweek on Tuesday. Prior to being asked to leave the venue, the 2 were issued a warning during the intermission regarding their behavior, which had prompted multiple complaints from other theater goers. Officials with Denver arts and venues said in the report they didn't stop their disruptive behavior and become argumentative, prompting venue staff to call police and give them the boot, according to the report. While the report redacted the names of those involved, Boebert, a Colorado congresswoman, appeared to respond to the incident, saying she admits to laughing and singing too loud in a post on Twitter. It's true, I did thoroughly enjoy the amazing Beetlejuice at Buell Theater, and I plead guilty to laughing and singing too loud, she said in the post. Everyone should go see it if you get a chance this week, and please let me know how it ends. Bober's campaign office, while disputing some of the behavior alleged, also confirmed to local outlet the Denver Post that the lawmaker was escorted out from the theater by police. Buell Theater's officials said at least 3 other patrons plus several others had noticed Bober and her companion vaping and using cell phones. They were warned again and told they need to be respectful to their neighbors. Since there was already multiple complaints, I informed the patrons that if there's another issue, they would be asked to leave, the unnamed official said in the report. The patrons were argumentative, saying they were in concert with everyone around them. About 5 minutes into the musical's second act, the theater official radioed that there had been another complaint about the patrons being loud and using their phones to record, photographing, or recording Broadway performances is prohibited. At that point, staff called the Denver Police Department, DPD, and the theater's security manager was asked to escort the patrons out of the venue. They refused to leave and were informed if they did not that they would be trespassing. After arguing with staff, they left of their own but became combative again in the vestibule, the report says. I speak to patrons in the vestibule again, telling them they have to leave the property, and they argue, an official says in the report. They say stuff like, "Do you know who I am? I'm on the board. I will be contacting the mayor." Bober and her companion were escorted off the property. I escorted them with security and DPD to outside doors to the Galleria and asked DPD to monitor them until they left the property. They left after a couple of minutes, a Buell official said in the report. Her campaign manager denied vaping during the show. She didn't admit to using her cell phone to take pictures of the performance, saying that she was unaware that photos weren't allowed. I can't confirm the stunning and salacious rumors in her personal time. Congresswoman Lauren Bober is indeed a supporter of performing arts, gasp, and to the dismay of a select few, enthusiastically enjoyed a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, Sexton wrote in a statement to the Post. Fuck that bitch. Anyways, back to this. This is about Revelation.
At what's coming to them. And so in some ways, it's a fantasy about all the people around us who are causing so many problems for us getting what's coming to them. And I would argue that this is, in large part, one of the concepts of hell. We're not seeing such unimaginably powerful and evil and violent people getting their just desserts during their lives. So let's fantasize about them getting them after they're dead. So
here's someone right here saying I'm 80. I'm 84 is what it says. And the book of Revelation has been said to be about every year that I can remember. Every year they claim they see signs. Every year they claim it's happening. Since I was old enough to be traumatized by it, I remember this happening.
I would argue that that is the origin of this idea of post-mortal divine punishment. And it gets elaborated on and innovated on and developed into what we understand today. But I think it probably originates in...
So basically, the book of Revelation is kind of like a cryptic diss of the Roman Empire, while also making the boogeyman Nero and kind of this theory that he's going to come back and he's going to try to persecute everybody, but God's going to strike him down.
In these attempts to find comfort in imagining these people having their power stripped from them and receiving punishment at the hands of God. And so
I don't think this is the one I'm looking for, but
Hellenistic and Isaiah in some places, and prophecy about the powers places as a lot of the...
I want to hear about the 666
most
part.
recent book, which was on the book of Revelation.
This Bible prophecy is
I think this is
right
it.
before our eyes in real.
I remember it was a response like that.
In the book of Revelation in the Bible, it talks about the great Euphrates River in the Middle East. And it says that in the last days, before God destroys the earth, that this great river will actually dry up.
So this is in Revelation chapter 16, verse 12, where it says the sixth angel will pour out their bowl on the Euphrates River, and it will dry up, which will allow the kings of the east to cross over to invade. This is not a prophecy about the future. This is part of first century Greco-Roman Jewish/Christian apocalyptic imagery.
Well, this is the current state of that river. It's drying up right now.
That is not the Euphrates River, and that is not the current state of that river. That is a stock photo taken almost 15 years ago in June of 2008.
Stock photo.
Riverbed on the island of Lesbos in the nation of...
A dry riverbed on the island of Lesbos. So that's not even the fucking river.
Greece.
But that's not all.
That's not anything.
The Bible says that God chained up 4 fallen angels and actually imprisoned them underneath that river.
So now we've jumped back from Revelation chapter 16 to Revelation chapter 9, verse 14, which does not refer to 4 angels being bound underneath the Euphrates River, but 4 angels being bound epi, which means upon or at the great river Euphrates.
And according to the Bible timeline, when that river dries up...
So this is also not the Euphrates River. This is a picture of a region called Chibaish, which is in southern Iraq's central marshes. This is marshland that is fed by the Euphrates in part, but more by the Tigris as well as numerous other tributaries.
I've been there.
And the water levels have been rising and falling there since the 90s, largely because of Turkey and Iran controlling how much water is allowed to flow through those tributaries.
They will be released from under the river to slaughter 1/3 of mankind, and the river is almost dried up.
So the book of Revelation's description of the 4 angels being released to go kill 1/3 of humankind in chapter 9 is unrelated to the statement about the river Euphrates drying up to make way for the kings from the east in Revelation chapter 16. Additionally, that is also not the Euphrates River. That is the dried up Lake Mead in Boulder City, Nevada.
So it's only a matter
Every
of time
picture's
before
wrong.
those angels are on the earth. If you agree that it's time to get ready for Jesus' return, type amen in the comments and click follow or subscribe for more.
So none of this...
This isn't the right one either, but it was good.
Revelation isn't even a prophecy about the future. It is apocalyptic literature that was intended to exhort late first century Christians to remain faithful in the face of potential Roman persecution, however real or imagined it may have been. And this video is phenomenally harmful. Yes, Revelation was written decades after the death of Nero, and this is one of the reasons I think we should avoid approaching Revelation as some kind of news report from the future. Because
I think this is a comment on it. I need the original video though.
whatever it is doing, it is not doing that. Now, there are a lot of different theories about what it is doing, and I will just highlight one option, and that is that because the authors don't know what is coming in the future, and because they know that the way to make this apocalyptic text resonate the most is by making it so that the readership can gain some traditional purchase with it, I suggest that they are taking imagery from Christianity's sacred past, its own history, the Hebrew Bible, these images, these events, these characters.
This technology...
I don't think they could openly come out. This might be it. I don't think they could openly come out and say, like, fuck the Romans. We think this, and this. Fuck that guy. We never liked him.
Mary just gifted 1 sub.
Thank you for the gifted sub, SFC_Mary. I appreciate it. It had to be cryptic.
Will 1000% lead to the mark of the beast.
All right, let's see it.
This might be it
I
right
put a
here.
microchip in my arm, and it's the best thing ever. This chip, it's a
I would do that.
It's got everything I need: a credit card, my ID, my.
Just so everybody knows, I would do that and put all my payments on it, all my payment systems. That way, when I'm at the McDonald's drive-thru and I have to get out of the car to yell at the speaker, I'm already out of the car to climb through the window, tap my wrist, and beat your ass over a spicy chicken sandwich.
Medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam, transaction done. It's like magic. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best
That was a
part,
throwback.
the surgery is quick.
Yes, in Australia, they're willing to microchip you for free. Today it's free, tomorrow it's forced. Revelation 13 says no one will be able to buy or sell at all unless they have the mark in their hand or in their head. And this is the exact type of
Now, 666 is also going to be important because of Nero.
technology and type of world systems of acceptance that are going to be set up and that are moving exactly to that day and time when no one can buy or sell without the mark of the beast in their hand or in their head.
So there are 4 reasons that this is 1000% not the mark of the beast and not ever going to become the mark of the beast.
What kind of wallet do you keep it in? Are you talking about the tap? Never works, Doctor? So I have a Ridge wallet. I've been trying to tweet at them to get a sponsorship from them because I really do like their wallet. But one thing I've noticed is it's a metal wallet, right? It's RFID blocking because it's metal. And when I pop it out, when I get my card out, the tap to pay never works. But if I leave that card out, let's say I give it to Mariah or something for like a couple days, it works. So it has to be something to do with the wallet I'm keeping it in.
The first is that the text of Revelation says the mark will be on the right hand or on the forehead, and that video exclusively showed that individual using a chip on their left forearm. So it wasn't even on the hand, much less on the right hand, and it obviously wasn't on the forehead. So this has no relationship whatsoever to what the text of Revelation says the mark of the beast will be. The next,
I've also noticed by static electricity or something that this might be what's fucking with the chip, that my wallet is semi-magnetized. Like I noticed that it'll like if I'm working in like metal or metal shavings, like metal shavings will stick to it. So that might be what's fucking with the chip.
two reasons have to do with what the mark.
It's not very strong, but it is sort of magnetized.
Supposed to be, because it's combining two different concepts. See, there's another part of the Bible which talks about putting signs on the hand and on the forehead, and that's Deuteronomy 6:8.
Okay.
Which says that you should bind this as a sign on your hand, and you should wear this as a symbol on your forehead. And this is talking about the text of the law, and this reading of Deuteronomy 6:8 led to the practice of phylacteries. But what the author of Revelation is doing is kind of calling back to that idea to make it sound like the mark of the beast is going to be kind of a counterfeit Deuteronomy 6:8. It's going to sound like what you're supposed to be doing.
So again, a lot of Revelation, if you've ever read it, is it's kind of like the bastardization of like the Bible. Like there's the Antichrist, and they're doing the opposite things that the God would do, right? It's anti-Bible, Antichrist, anti-Bible. So they tell them in Deuteronomy to bind on their hand or wear it on the forehead the text of the law. So later on in Revelation, when they're talking about the hand and the forehead, they're basically trying to say, hey, they're going to try to convince you that this is the good way to do it, like the Bible says, but it's actually the anti-version of that, right? Instead of doing the text of the law, you're going to be wearing the law of Nero, of the Romans. So it's it's everything opposite, right? Like the crucifix upside down and the Antichrist and the false peace with Israel, those kind of things.
With these texts of the law, but it's going to be a counterfeit version of that. And that is being combined with the other part of what the mark of the beast was really supposed to be, and that has to do with the number of the beast, which is 666. But in our earliest manuscript witness to Revelation, the number is actually 616. 616. Yeah. And the fact that these two different variations on the number of the beast are very early in not only our manuscript witnesses, but also the references to the number of the beast from early Christian writings all points to the number of the beast very clearly being Nero, because when you take Nero's name and you transliterate it into Hebrew, and then you add up the numerical value of the Hebrew characters, you can get either 666 or 616. And let's take a look at the...
By the way, they invented gematria. The Jewish people invented gematria. And they used to use it almost like a coded language. So it would be extremely generous to contribute this to anything else. Nero, when you take it up, you can either get, depending on how you do it, you can either get 616 or 666, and those are both of the translations, earliest and later translations of the Hebrew Bible. Basically are 616 and 666, and they both equal Nero. Like, come on. In Hebrew, of course.
The difference. So this is a coin that was struck.
This is the worst picture of Nero. Must have been the ugliest fucking neckbeard motherfucker in the world. I thought this was fake. I had to look it up when I saw this. Look at that picture that he commissioned for the coins. Trump. It does kind of look like Trump. He also looks like he'd be on Reddit 24 hours a day.
during the reign of Nero Caesar, and you see the name there on the left, spelled
Nero.
Latin. And if you transliterated this into Hebrew characters, you would get 6 characters: Nun, Resh, Vav, Kof, Samech, and Resh. And the numerical value of those 6 characters would add up to 616.
Exactly.
So how do we get 666? Well, you don't go from the Latin, you go from the Greek.
So if you go from the Latin, this is a much better picture. Still kind of got a weird fucking neck. So if you go from the Latin to Hebrew, you get 616. If you go from the Greek, which a lot of this stuff was written and translated into Greek, if you go from the Greek to the Hebrew, you get 666.
Here is a coin that was struck in Greek, and you can see the name on the right side. And this actually doesn't say Nero Kaiser.
It says Nepo.
Neron Kaiser. The middle character kind of looks like an M there, but that's actually an N. Now, Neron Kaiser, when you transliterate that into Hebrew, you get Nun, Resh, Vav, Nun, Kof, Samech, Resh. And if you
6'4", 215
the
pounds.
numerical value of those 7 Hebrew characters, you get 666.
There you go.
We actually have documentation.
This is why I don't like people obsessing over, oh my God, it was the blood moon and a calf was born and the river's drying up for the first time ever. And I saw it on Facebook. This is the year. This is the year. They weren't even trying to predict the future. It was apocalyptic stuff like Hunger Games. No one's saying that the Hunger Games movie or the Terminator is like, oh my God, this is going to happen in 2100 and we all know it's coming. They were talking about the time they lived in. They weren't predicting some future that they couldn't get to or couldn't predict or would have no idea how it turned out. They damn sure weren't talking about Could you imagine someone at that time talking about microchips or just understanding what a fucking microchip was? Get out of here.
Names spelled this way in Hebrew characters. So this is a deed that was written in
there
Aramaic,
it is.
and
Spelled
that first
out.
line, it's pretty fragmentary, but we know it refers to the 2nd year of Nero Caesar, which would be between October of 55 CE and October of 56 CE. And I put a little red box around the name Nero Caesar, and there's a lamed on the beginning of it, 2nd year belonging to Nero Caesar. But Caesar is fragmentary, but this is formulaic enough that we know what it says. But before that, Nero is spelled with that final nun. So this is someone translating into Hebrew or Aramaic characters from the Greek spelling of Nero's name. So it would be this spelling in Hebrew that would result in the numerical sum of 666. So the first reason that this is not the mark of the beast is because that microchip has nothing to do with what Revelation says the mark of the beast will be. Second reason is because the mark of the beast is going to be a counterfeit version of what Deuteronomy 6:8 commands folks to do. The third reason is because the mark of the beast is really just coinage, and it's a reference to Nero Caesar. And there was a tradition or a rumor that Nero had not really died or had died and was going to come back to life. Or
there was already terror among the people that Nero, as horrible as he was to persecuting Christians, that he had not really died, or that he was going to come back to life or come back from the grave and going to persecute Christians. And they were telling people, keep faith. Even though these rumors are out there and this may happen and this could happen, this is apocalyptic, end of the world, our God will win in the end.
Or was going to come back from exile or something like that. And that was the threat that the book of Revelation is talking about. Now, the fourth reason that this is 1000% not the mark of the beast is that the book of Revelation is not about the future. The book of Revelation is a first century apocalyptic document that is exhorting first century Christians to faithfulness in the face of Roman persecution, whether real or imagined. And so when it's talking about the mark of the beast, it's talking talking about this idea of Nero coming back and imposing Roman rule on Christians and persecuting Christians. And so this is all symbolism referring to this idea that Nero was going to come back. It is not anything about the future, not even the 2nd century CE, absolutely not the 21st century CE. So this is 1000% not the mark of the beast and not ever going to be the mark of the beast. And this creator needs to stop with the ignorant fear-mongering.
This technology.
So there you go. That's the video I wanted to show you. I was talking about it on one of the shows previously, and I kind of forgot to ever look it up. But the guy's name's Dan McClellan. I saw some people asking who he was. Dan McClellan. 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 Oh,
Hi,
here's the newest grift.
I am your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to control me.
Did you catch all that?
Hi, I am your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to control me.
This is what I'm going to be doing next. Forget the AI streams. Forget the AI streams. I'm going full puppet.
Welcome. It's your marionette doll.
Why are this? You need to put the strings on some like reels so they pull tight when you move.
Come to my live to control me. Welcome. It's your marionette doll. Come to my live to control.
Oh, I didn't even notice she has arms and a face. For some reason, I was fixated on her chest.
Me. Welcome. It's your marionette doll. Come to my live to
Hi, I am your personal marionette doll.
When is Tommy Jean's shit, Tommy Hilfiger making a comeback?
Come to my live to control me.
She knows how to work that algorithm. Look at her. Got 5 kids and 6 baby daddies. Get that algorithm, get cash, baby. Is she foreign? Probably. Because when she gets like $3.78 worth of donations, it basically pays her bills for the whole year.
Dip with me with your favorite teacher. I wonder who will be my teacher's pet today. Yes.
Yes.
Come take a dip with me
Yes.
with your favorite teacher.
Yes.
I wonder who will be my teacher's pet today. Yes. Come take.
You know what I'm saying? Looking good, smelling good. You know what the fuck going on.
By the way, braces are a huge fetish for people that are attracted to age play with people pretending to be younger than they really are.
Girl, I'm so confused. Keep on telling me how you do the things you do, the things you do. I like the.
There's a million things I could say, but you never really knew.
Hi, I am your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to control me.
Yes, she said the word. So the word is marionettes, but she says marionettes. Listen again.
Hi, I am your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to control me.
You into that?
I'm a sport ass bitch. I'ma get what
Ooh, I do not like the hairstyle.
I wish. If that nigga got a problem, he could suck his own dick. I'm a
Just wanna love you for my whole life. Do it for you, I'ma make
fast as I can. Real Delulu, yelling out my man.
Point of view, you just found out Yo Man was on that submarine.
Fast as I can. Real Delulu, yelling out my man for that river bend, river bend, river bend, river.
Oh, because she's on a boat. And so she's going to save her man on their submarine. God damn, you got so many little fuck trophies running around. I'm not sure if this makes you look better. I don't know. Who you trying to hook up with as a super single mom? I would say single mom, but I think once you have more than 4, you're a super single mom. Baby, I want to raise all your kids. I want to have drama with all your baby daddies.
What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little thug. Every black boy needs a little love. If you put it down, I'ma pick it up. What?
It's a lot of eye makeup.
You ain't even got no tinted windows on your car. They geeking when they see me, they don't know who you are. The show finna start. Put this bitch in park. Ask about me.
I don't like when they glue hairs to their forehead and like decorate them or something. Like I don't understand. I'll be your personal marionette doll.
Hi, I am your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to control me. Hi.
To control
I am
me.
Your personal marionette doll. Come to my live to
Cause this is
control
getting
me.
out of hand. What's a marionette? She meant marinara. Chill out, guys. Oh, I never did look up that video with Scott Rogers freaking out on Kermit. Hold on. I think someone posted Scott and Kermit. Is that it? Someone posted it. Oh, was it a live? I wanted to see the clip of it. Did anybody post the clip? Scott Rogers is live. Scott Rogers is live. I thought somebody told me they posted the clip. Oh, he's about to kill it here. I can tell. Bro, he hasn't left that couch in like a month now.
This is how legends are made.
I've never seen someone lip sync and miss every fucking word.
What's up, you guys? I'm at Piggly Wiggly with my friend.
The way he said it. I'm at Piggly Wiggly with my friend who always agrees with me. Hold on.
What's up, you guys? I'm at Piggly Wiggly with my friend.
What's up, you guys? I'm at Piggly Wiggly. Sorry. Say it again.
What's up, you guys? I'm at Piggly Wiggly with my friend. And they have these Frosties root beer for 88 cents.
My friend that always agree. Who's outside your car? My friend that always. I'm at the Piggly Wiggly.
A bottle. This is the Frosty drink review. It's root beer too, and I like root beer.
Is there a walker in the back of that car? Is that what I'm seeing here? Oh, it's not even refrigerated. It's hot. He's drinking a hot root beer.
Oh, hell yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. I give it a 10 out of 10.
What a great review. Hell yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, 10.
Go to Piggly Wiggly and pick it the one up.
Piggly, go to where? Where we got to get one?
Out of 10. Go to Piggly Wiggly and pick it the one.
Go to Piggly Wiggly. Oh, shit.
What's up, you guys?
Oh, I think I see. Is this the meltdown?
Now on my lives, if I put on my White Ranger helmet, that means I'm happy with my co-host. If I put on my Blue Ranger helmet, that means I'm starting to get pissed off. So be on the lookout, and sometime tomorrow I'll
This is like a weird trend people are doing. They're like, come join my live right now, because if I run my hand through my hair, that means I'm bricked up for my co-host. Just stupid shit like that.
account on here. Be going live on that tomorrow.
Is he tweaking his nipple at the end of this video? Hold on. What's he reaching for here? He goes.
My backup account on here. Be going live on that tomorrow.
Maybe he was just turning off the phone. I don't know. A little bit of nipple tweaking never hurt nobody.
Alan, comment. Please, let's just get this belt, guys. We need this belt.
I'm gonna speed it up.
Hey, Heather, everybody tap that screen. Happy Friday. There's Scotty.
Is this the meltdown?
Everybody tap that screen.
He's petting a roach.
Hey, Chop.
A piggly wiggly.
Everybody tap that screen. Hey, Aline, how are you? Guys, tap the screen, share the live. We're getting ready to take on Scotty. Let me share it out, too. Everybody tap that screen, share the live. Let's go. Tap that screen. Oh, thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, that guy sounds just like Kermit.
Thank you, Cadillac. Scotty. For Tom. Thank you, Natural. Guys,
He's already cussing.
Scotty, you didn't give me any time to get some people on here, man.
Sorry, I'm in my helmet.
Thank you, John.
I'd like people to see me in my helmet before I take off because it's getting stuffy.
All right, just hang tight, hang tight. I'm still sharing it out. Everybody tap the screen, share the live.
I'm getting stuffy. I haven't shared. I want people to see me in my helmet because I'm getting stuffy. I got to take it off.
Yeah, take it off.
Go, take it off.
Okay. Two chops.
Two chops and Ric Flair. Woo! I gotta get some more people in here, Scotty.
I know. I'm gonna let you send invite for Matt. You doing all right today?
I'm doing okay. Everybody tap that screen. Share the love.
Send me have some roses and let's get this book, guys.
Texas Grandma. All right, let's roll it, Scotty.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Click on it.
Yes.
Yes, see you, buddy.
You too, Scotty.
And Sniper's activated.
Gosh, Johnny.
He's so nice right now. He's going to melt down off this. Kermit. I don't think Kermit's innocent in any of this. He basically does this all fucking day with random fucking people just to make money. He battles them all fucking day. That's all he does all goddamn day is battling people to get gifts.
Hey, buddy. Everybody
all activated.
Let's go.
This was before the other one.
Thompson Roses.
Scotty. Everybody tap that screen. Hope your activators. Snipers are activated, Scotty.
Yeah. Morning, Chelsea.
Everybody tap that screen.
Let's hit it up.
Hey, Chop.
Let's hit it up.
Thank you, Shannon.
Let's hit it up.
Beat us, guys.
Scotty. Oh, yeah. You're toast, Scotty.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Everybody tap the screen. 32. Thank you, Texas Grandma. Jeremiah's next after Scotty. Thank you, love. Yes. We got to activate speed.
We need to win, guys. Yeah, I am.
Share it out to everybody.
Yeah, I'm still doing cameos. Give me time to do it. We need time to points, guys.
Thank you, Johnny. We got it. Yes.
Can we get it?
I hope you get it, Scotty. Hey,
send a hand or something, guys.
Tina, share it with the dog, please. Guys, everything's about to be two. There's Creo. Thank you, Tina. All after the warm-up game, he's got to zip it.
Yep. More phenomenal.
Thank you, John.
More phenomenal.
Let's go.
Okay. Drop him. Drop him if you got him, guys. Drop him if you got him.
Timothy, drop him on his head. Who's going to be
the first?
Know, guys. To send the first galaxy. Snipe. Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Johnny, with the freaking whale. Thank you, Poppy. Yeah.
I can't see what the score is, but obviously
yes.
Carmen's winning.
Crush him. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Timothy. Yes. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you, Megan. Go, Scotty Ranger. Oh, my gosh, you guys are amazing.
Not anymore.
Hello.
If someone can get my go gift, that'll do.
Love. Happy Friday to all you guys. Keep tapping that screen. Andy. Oh, my God. With the first galaxy.
Sucking down them darts, baby.
Thank you.
That's okay, Cat. You did good.
You almost got 10K on your head, Scotty. Thank you.
You're on here, Cat.
I appreciate you, definitely. William!
He almost beat him by 10,000.
Also get Timmy in here too, Cat.
Thank you for the roses, definitely. I appreciate you. MVP, my puppy. Guys, watch out for the snipe.
I haven't seen this yet. Is it that good? Y'all are building it up. It better be good. I'll be pissed.
We got J-Fam here. He's next. Hey, Cruz. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you.
I am psyched.
We almost got 10K on Scotty's head. The first battle. Thank you, Chatty. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it.
I know, yeah, baby. We wanted to talk to him about that. Can we get a big old gift?
Snipe! Thank you.
Snipe.
Boom. 1-0, Scotty. Let me give a shout out to my puppy. Johnny G. Definitely not. Love, Shannon, Timothy, Bobby, Tina, and the Tappers.
Cat, Megan, Tappers. You know.
Scotty, now I can tell you this.
You got one donation.
Snipers are activated.
Snipers are activated.
Let's get this win, guys. Can we get this win this round?
I doubt it.
Share the live.
Help the Blue Angel out, guys. Help the Blue Angel out.
1 minute, you gotta zip it, Scotty.
I don't.
When did we start just handing money to fucking genetic oddities online? Like, oh, you're a weird motherfucker. Let me send you some money.
Right.
Taps and roses. Taps and roses. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Timothy.
To be fair, if I was paying for entertainment, I would owe Scott tons of money. But I pirate all my shit, right? Like, if I was actually paying for all the times he's made me laugh, Jesus Christ, I would have IOUs and shit out to Scott.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Thank you, all you guys. Thank you for the taps and the roses. At 4 minutes, Scotty's got to zip it.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty Ranger. Here we go. We got speed.
Two time?
Wish it was times 3. What do we need? What do we need? 4 roses. 4 roses. We need 4 roses. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, love. Yes! Help Scotty. Help Scotty.
I don't know, but could you get them to follow me if you find them, Legend? Jesus Christ. These motherfuckers spend tons of money.
Thank you, love. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Gumby. Help Scotty. Help Scotty. Thank you, Chevy, man. Thank you.
Michael, I've told you many times, I thought you were someone else. You started watching the show. I got you confused with a different Michael, and I asked you for $20. It's not that big a deal. I needed some gas.
Shannon, Scotty needs 1 rose chat. Help him. Oh, my God. Scotty. Did you get it?
Yep.
Guys, everything's doubled. Crush the doubles. Crush the doubles. Thank you, Scott, with the hat and mustache. Uh-oh. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yee. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Shannon. Use the doubles. Use the doubles. Everybody take advantage of the doubles. 4 seconds left.
Hey,
Shannon. Nikki. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Shannon.
He's getting upset.
Close,
Seems like he's getting upset already.
So oh, my gosh. Scotty's close. Oh, my gosh. He can't talk now. Thank you, Vicky. Welcome to the team. Timothy with the freaking corgi. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Gumby.
Was Kermit just dabbing? What the fuck was that? Hold on.
Oh my gosh, Scotty's close. Oh my gosh.
What's his head?
Thank you, Vicky. Welcome to the team, Timothy, with the freaking corgi. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you. Gumby. I appreciate you, Gumby. Thank you, Timothy.
Message.
Zip it, Scotty.
Sometimes I think Mariah's got eyes on top of her head, because sometimes when I'm standing up and I'm looking down at the top of her head, she can also make eye contact with me. So I'm not sure if she's part amphibian. I don't know how that works. But something happens.
No talking. Thank you, Timothy. Timothy with another corgi. Yes. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, William. Timothy with the freaking bears. Thank you, Timothy. Guys, he is close. They're going to try to snipe this. Thank you, Timothy. Scotty. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Scott with the hat and mustache.
Oh, he got mad because he wouldn't ban a different Scott Rogers.
Guys,
I remember now.
Scotty's snipers are activated. Thank you, Scott. Yee. Thank you, Vicky. 1 minute. Let me share it with Tina.
Check my comment.
Everybody share the live.
Comment. Check my comment, please.
Hold on, Scotty. I'm sharing it with my people. Hey, sweet thing. Guys, share the live. We can't let Scotty win this.
So someone came in as a... That's a 12! Comment, that's a 12! He's not Scott Rogers. That's a 12!
Where is Tammy?
No one else in the world could be... Look at him shaking his head! He's getting so mad. Hold on.
Where is Tammy?
It's important.
There we go. There we go.
Check the comment.
He's got his hand up. Oh my God, what just happened? He's got his hand up a puppet's ass. He doesn't have time to check the comment. Comet. That's the wrong one. Hold on.
It happens, you know? I'm sick and tired of it. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
That's him cussing his dad, which we're going to watch as well. But sorry. Hold on. Let me get back to it.
Oh my gosh, Scotty's close. Oh my gosh.
That's my bad.
Talk now. Thank you, Vicky. Welcome to the team. Timothy, with the freaking door. Timothy.
Message.
Timothy with the freaking bears. Thank you, Timothy. Guys, he is close. They're going to try to snipe this. Thank you, Timothy. Scotty! Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Scott with the hat and mustache. Yee yee. Guys, they're going to try to snipe us. Scotty's snipers are activated. Thank you, Scott. Yee yee. Yee yee. Vicky.
Yee yee.
1 minute. Let me show
Pancake! I haven't done that in a long time. What's up, Sean? It's
Everybody
important.
Share the live.
Comment. Check my comment, please.
It's important.
My people. Hey, sweet thing. Guys, share the live. We can't let Scotty win this. Where is Tammy?
It's important. Comment.
There we go. There we go.
Check the comment. Comment.
Important comment.
Everybody tap the screen. Watch out for the snipe.
Diet Coke comment.
I didn't see it.
I'll send it again.
9 seconds, guys. Watch out for the snipe. Thank you, sweet thing, for the share. We got it.
And don't say like before you do your. I'll just tell you before you do your shout outs, okay?
Okay.
That's Scott Rogers. That's a troll block.
Scott. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Timothy.
Don't thank.
Don't thank him. He's a troll. Block him.
Don't thank him. He's a troll. Block him.
Love and the tappers. All right, Scotty, your turn.
No. Before you do your
there we go.
I'll just tell you before you do your shout outs, okay?
This is normal speed.
Okay.
That's Scott Rogers. That's a troll block.
Scott. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Timothy.
Don't thank him. Don't thank him. He's a troll. Block him.
Love and the tappers. All right, Scotty, your turn.
No. You're going to redo. Leave the fake Scott Rogers because that's a troll.
So he has to redo. This is how Scott tries to manipulate people. He has to redo thanking people and leave out Scott. This is the fight he had with his dad over flushing the fucking turd or over cleaning the apartment. No, I want to do it. No, you're going to redo it. He told what's her name one time that she needed to go back home, get undressed, take her makeup off because he didn't get to watch her get ready that morning.
Redo and block him.
Minus the troll. God
Minus
dang.
the troll.
Thank you for the subscription. Yes.
Comment.
Rodney. Yeah.
We doing your shout outs?
Okay, I'll redo it. Then you got to go. Timothy, Shannon, Gumby, Vicky, Barry, Jennifer, Love, and the tappers. Your turn, Scotty. Let's go.
All right, and also
thank you, South Africa.
Kimberly, Roger, Cody, Zach, Tappers.
2-0, Scotty.
Yep. And did you block him?
No, I have not yet. No, he's not done. He's not done anything rude or anything offensive.
I don't want him to watch our battles.
Being respectful.
I don't want him to watch your battles. He's giving the other guy money, and you're just saying, I don't like that he has the same name that I do.
I don't care.
Tap the screen. Trash man.
I don't want him to watch the battles.
Absolutely positive that no one that I'm aware of ever has been made aware of any complaint, a formal complaint made by or a complaint by Tara Reid against me at the time this allegedly happened 27 years ago or until I announced for I guess it was in April or May of this year. I know of no one who's aware that any complaint.
Underwear over there. Thank you.
God, thank you.
Comment, block him.
Johnny.
Comment.
Johnny. Everybody tap the screen.
Comment, block him.
Scotty, we're not going to get into this. I want you to calm down. Thank you, Johnny.
I'm asking you calmly. Block him.
Gifts, and I'm not blocking him.
No,
he's not
block him. Block him.
Scotty, he's a
Kermit does this all fucking day to make rent. He's not going to block someone who's sending him money. Get over it.
Scotty Rogers fan.
I don't
How many people watch this? Thousands.
care. I don't care. Block him.
Take care of your live. I'll take care of mine. When he's rude, he will get the boot.
No, block him right now.
It's not being rude, Scotty.
I don't care. I don't care. All my battles, I don't want him to watch. Whoever I battle, I don't want him to watch. Block him.
A huge fan.
No, I don't care. Block him.
Thank you for the roses.
He's a huge fan, Scotty.
No, don't think that goddamn. No. Block him.
I'm not saying his name.
No, block him. Don't even thank him for anything. Don't say for what gift. Block him.
Right. All right. Get
I don't want him to
concentrate on your chat, Scotty. Concentrate.
Well, block him.
Thank you, Scott Watkins, for the follow. Gasman,
Block
thank you for the
him.
ropes.
Did you block him?
Speed.
Did you block him?
No, there's numerous Scott Roger fans in here. See you, Vicky.
Block every one of them. Block every one of them.
Okay. Zip it. You're losing. Zip
Block every Scott Rogers in your chat, even if they sending you money.
Somebody give Trash Man a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Scotty. Now zip it. Johnny, thank you for the taps. Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you, Titty Kitty.
No. You
He got very upset over Titty Kitty.
do not block him. No.
He has not done anything long. I'm gonna.
I don't care. I don't want him to watch whoever I battle.
I'm sorry, Scotty. He's not doing anything. He's not.
I don't give a flying fluke. I don't give a flying fluke.
I'm gonna end the live if you keep it up.
I'm ending the live. We're never battling again because you won't listen to me. Dumbass comment. Dumbass comment.
He's not doing anything rude.
I don't give a flying fuck comment. I don't give a flying fuck.
Scotty, thank you, Barry. We need 240.
I don't give
He said it.
240.
No. I don't give a flying.
We need 240.
This is the ultimate goal. Just ignore Scott. He gets so mad and he'll just repeat the same thing. He can't move on. If you don't acknowledge him or do what he says, that's the same reason he told him to block him 150 times. So he'll say, I don't give a flying fuck at least a billion times if you don't acknowledge him. At least. He might be here the rest of his life saying it.
Flying fuck comment. I don't give a flying fuck.
Scotty, thank you, Barry. We need 240.
I don't give a flying fuck. No. I don't give a flying.
We need 240. Thank you, Scott.
No.
Thank you, Johnny.
No.
Put it on his head.
No.
Got it. Yes.
No. Comment. Block him.
He doesn't give a flying fuck, Kermit.
I'm muting you.
Block him. Block him.
Block him.
Get ready for the doubles.
Block him. Block him.
Block him.
Block him.
Block him.
Block him.
Drop it on his head on the double.
Block him.
Block him.
Block him.
Block him.
Block him or I'm blocking you.
Block him or I'm blocking. Block him.
Block him or I'm blocking you.
Money gun.
There's another 50 minutes of the or 50 seconds of this. Block him or I'm blocking you.
Thank you, Poppy.
Block him. Block him.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Timothy.
Blah, blah, block him.
Use the double.
Block him. Block him or I'm blocking you.
I think he's got you muted.
Block him or I'm blocking
10
you.
seconds. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Scott.
He said it again. He said it again. He said it again. Wait till Titty Kitty comes back.
I can't see your full name.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Good doubles. All right, we're ending this after this.
Fuck you, bitch.
He is too much.
Goddamn bitch. You won't listen to me?
Too much.
Fuck you. Blocked.
Why do you get to tell other people how to run? You won't listen to me? Fuck you, you stupid bitch.
Thank you, Scott.
Block him.
I can't see your full
Who
name.
is Kim?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Good doubles. All right, we're ending this after this.
Fuck you, bitch.
He is too much.
Goddamn bitch.
You won't listen to me? Too much.
Fuck you.
Blocked. 30 seconds.
He is too much. Scott Rogers ended his live. Oh, this guy's a trip, dude. Here he is talking to his dad.
Okay. No, that's not okay. No.
Go buy you another one. Quit complaining.
I ain't got no more goddamn money on that goddamn record.
I got money. Go buy you another one. Quit complaining.
Sick of this shit.
I don't even know what he needs to buy another one of, but he's cussing his dad. And his dad's saying, I'll pay for it. Just go buy another one. Stop complaining.
Not using it, even if it happens, you know? I'm sick and tired of it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm tired of it too. Quit complaining.
Direct Connors just gifted 10 subs.
Thank you for the gifted subs. 10 subs. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
When I get enough money, I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm moving out because of your stupid ass shit. Motherfucking dickhead.
That's how he treats his dad, his only caretaker. He can't live on his own. We've seen him. But his dad's doing his best and struggles with his own illness and shit, and he's still taking care of Scott. Like, I know it's not the best conditions. He's got the fucking Roach Motel in his room, but how do you control this gigantic fucking piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you make him clean up? I think his dad may have fabricated the whole eviction thing just to make Scott clean his room. The live is ended. One more time.
I ain't got no more goddamn money on that goddamn record.
I got money. Go buy you another one. Quit complaining.
Sick and tired of this shit. I'm tired of you not using it, even if it happens, you know? I'm sick and tired of it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm tired of it too. Quit complaining.
When I get up enough money, I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm moving out because of your stupid ass shit.
I don't even know what his dad was going to buy him a new one of.
Motherfucking dickhead.
Scott's a piece of shit, dude. God, Scott's such a piece of shit. All right, here we go, guys. It's 1:30. Let's end it on a high note. You want to?
Things are happening, and we're getting close, okay? Things are happening, and we're getting close, Things are happening, and we're getting close, okay? Things are happening, getting close, getting close.
Something is not right here, guys. Pedo Joe showing his behind, which you can't do. It's confirmation of what we've heard. The ELECTION to the FRAUD. Got the.
But things are happening, and we're getting close, okay? Things are happening, and we're getting close, Things are happening, and we're getting close, okay? Things are happening, getting close.
Lots of stuff's going on. Everything is coming together. But this is just the first domino to start falling. I believe that. And we're going to find out. Don't take my word for it. Look into it. You'll see.
Things are happening.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
Things are
And we're getting close. We're getting close.
Things are happening. And we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening. Getting close. Getting close. Getting close.
Quit listening to the mainstream media because they're liars. They are liars. That's what liars do. They lie. They're liars. They're liars. I can't believe they would lie. You might say, okay, Brad, well, what's going to happen now? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think we all know that. We all know that. We all know that.
I don't know. We all know that, and I don't know. They're liar. They're liars. They're liars. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, trying to get back up to where I'm doing earlier shows and streaming. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be streaming every day. I have some pretty bad days, some pretty bad times of days. So we'll do what we can. We'll leave on this one, but thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Hold on. But thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for the donations and support. I'll be back at full capacity soon, hopefully. And we'll see everybody on the next one. Have a good night. When this song ends, I'm just going to end it.
Teach me how to ducky.
Have a good night, guys.
Baby like what? Will you teach me how to ducky? You know why? Cause all my bitches love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumping. And for you to back it up and dump it.
Pump it out.
Put your arms out front, clean
Good deal.
side to side.
Good deal,
They
Derek.
gon' be on you when they see you hit that ducky, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hits the dance with thunder.
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my
X39's on the screen.
All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my ducky. Break it down.
你好吗？你好吗？真长你好高兴，这真快乐，美国来，美国来。
Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
I ain't from Dallas, but I D-town booty. I show my moves off now, everybody trying to do me. I lead our functions, and all the ladies trying to screw me. Now you just do you, and I'ma do me.
Sweet.
Teach me
Sweet. Sweet.
how to ducky. Teach me how to ducky.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my ducky.
This is a really hard job. Literally.
Help us.
Say what?
He said that in front of those two women. The what do they call them? Like not the mama bears, but the affidavit mamas. Because he talked about how young and beautiful they were, and then he said this is a hard job, literally, while sitting between them two in his hotel room. Disgusting. See you guys in the next one.